Hi, this one will be quick and dirty because I'm not half through the job and I've decided to make a video once I've started the second speaker. Okay, so what's the goal here? The goal here is to replace that capacitor from crossover with another pair. We'll use this one. This is Mandorf ECAP audio row, and I'll bypass it with Janssen Audio standard Z-Cap. Why would I do that? Basically, I love my EVOs. I want them to stay with me, but they are a little bit dark at the top. I would like them to be a little bit more transparent, and I'd like to let some light into them. And the way to do that by some guys from Italy. There's a company that does this for money, and they're charging 250 euros for replacing capacitor, this one, and replacing internal wiring. You can replace internal wiring while you're at it, because it's a simple job, but I don't want to go that way. I'll replace only the capacitors. So the original one is 32 microfarads, 63 volts, and we will be replacing it with Mandorf 150 microfarads. Take a look at this, and also 63 volts. The bypass, because I love bypasses and I think they sound a little bit better. The bypass will be Janssen Audio standard Z-Cap, 400 volts, 6.8 microfarads. Why not go with replacing this one with film capacitor only? Because of the money. The good quality film capacitor with 150 microfarads will be more expensive than the speakers. No, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it will be very expensive. So I'll go with electrolytic one and bypass. Okay, and now to the part when we will be disassembling speakers. So let me pause for a while. So the first thing you want to do in order to get to the crossover is to remove this rubber, I think it's rubber surrounds here. How do you do that? Use something flat, like this table knife, place it underneath here and push a little bit upwards. I won't do that with my one hand only, I won't risk damaging the speaker, so I'll pause for a second. Once you're in, it's pretty easy. You can just take it out like that. Okay, so I've already done the first speaker. It sounds better. I like it. It's not sharp, it's not bright. It just has that little bit air transparency at the top. So I'll go with another one. Once we've removed the rubber surrounds, and now we can remove this plastic chrome thingy. How do you do that? You'll just unscrew these 6 screws. So another pause for work with screwdriver. There's a 6 screws. Once you remove all of them, you can just pop the plastic and remove it. And by the way, the speaker is also right now unscrewed, so you can just move the speaker slowly on the side and the driver will pop out like that. Okay, come on. It's a bit harder with one hand only. Okay, you can see the speaker terminals, and you'll remove them by sliding them out. So another pause for use with another hand. As you can see, speaker terminals have different sizes, so you won't be mistaking the wiring when connecting the driver back. Now the stuffing, the filling of the cabinet. There are two pieces of soft filling. You can just take them out like that. The first one is shaped like that, and the second one is shaped inside and outside. The second one is larger. That's as a note if you forget which one goes which way. Okay, and now we can see our crossover inside. What we want to remove and replace is this. Can you see? Not very well. You can see and replace this capacitor. I'll just take out the crossover assembly so you'll see it in a better way. How to do that? And now you can see this capacitor. Better light solves everything. Which one is it? That's the one, the blue one. Okay, so the crossover assembly is connected with the speaker braces with 4 Phillips screws. You can see one of them down there. You just need to unscrew this screw and 3 others, and the crossover is yours. You can just take it out. Another pause, another unscrewing of some screws, and see you in a second. Okay, so it's done, all 4 of them. It's a little bit boring because you can't use, at least I can't use my powered screwdriver because it's too big, and you can just almost take it out. Almost, because the wiring for the speaker terminals gets in the way. It's there. So in order to take the crossover completely, you need to just unplug the high frequency terminals. Remember, the gold wire goes at the top and the silver wire goes at the bottom. Once you do that, you're able to slide out the crossover assembly enough to be able to unsolder this blue capacitor and replace it with another one. Well, I won't be covering soldering in my video, because if you can do that, you'll do that on your own. If you can't do that, you shouldn't be here in the first place. So basically this is the end of the video. I replace the capacitor, I'll screw the crossover back in place, I replace the filling, and I'll get the driver back to its place. And that's basically it. You could replace all the capacitors here with something better, but these are all at the polypropylene foil ones, and they're quite cheap. You could get something better, but the price for the mod would be even higher. So enjoy your new speakers. I may make another video with my thoughts after the replacing both of them. I don't think I'll be recording sound sample, because I'm recording my videos with my phone so far, so the sound quality is not really very good. And that's it. Have fun, guys.